Hey guys, welcome to our channel and to this Q&A series we've been doing. So today we have a handful of viewer questions that we're going to answer again. I've screenshotted 5 real estate questions from you guys, and we have not really read through these. So this is all just going to be off the top of our head.
Just the way we like it.
Yes.
You guys as realtors should like the pressure too, though. Seriously, if you don't like pressure, I actually, you know what? This reminds me of a quick story. Okay.
What?
Okay. So every listing appointment I have to get in my car, right, to drive there. Find out your song. Find out your music choice. Find out your whatever builds you up. It could be a podcast. Doesn't have to be music. It could be silence. Talk to yourself. Who knows? But do that. Because if the pressure of that listing appointment does not build you up, I don't know if you're fighting for a listing. And right now we are in a market where you need to be fighting for a listing. I fight for a listing every time I'm in there because I'm competing with 3-5 other listing agents, and I don't know what's being said. So many puffers are out there right now.
That's true.
And I come in with the hard nose and likable personality.
That's good advice. I feel like I used to be more like that, and I've gotten a little too relaxed.
Yeah.
I need to bring a little bit more of that into my appointment.
I kind of lied to you guys. I'm not hard-nosed at all. I usually cross my legs, sit on a couch, and stay there for about an hour until they kick me out of the house.
His motto is, I'm going to stay, when he goes on listing appointments, is I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay as long as I can. And it works.
100%.
He's like, I'm going to just stay as long as they'll let me, and they're going to like me the longer I'm here. And you know what?
It's like a house. It grows on you.
I'm very in and out. I don't care about your dog. I'm here to do business, but different personalities, different ways of doing business. But I think that's so funny. Yeah. But it works for you. So
yeah, if I got a listing appointment, make sure I'm out for 3 hours.
It's true.
It's fun though. Seriously, the relational side of real estate.
Okay, let's just jump on into these questions.
Let's party.
Shall we?
Let's do it. Come on. What are you waiting for?
My phone, no one cares, but my phone is tragically shattered. First it went through the washing machine, and then it got dropped, and I'm about to get a new one, but I'm gonna try. If I'm having a hard time reading these because I screenshotted them, I'm sorry. Just a little disclaimer.
She can't read them at all. This is gonna be
I'm
funny.
already bad at reading them. Okay.
It's gonna be funny.
First question is, this is a good one because it's local. By the way, these aren't local. They're for everyone, but this first one. Okay. What do you think about people joining into this field in general? I'm worried that Oregon might be saturated with new real estate agents. Do you see a lot of competition coming? What about the upcoming housing crash that is predicted? We just talked about this, so that's why I'm laughing.
We've
I'm not
been
laughing at your question.
predicted of a housing market crash since 2015.
Since even before then. But wait, hold on.
It's
Sorry.
been ridiculous.
I forgot to say this question is from G Child Alana. Shout out to you. Thank you for your question.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, so yeah, like Spencer said, even before I had my license, I was hearing the market's been going up and up and up for so many years. It's going to crash any day. Literally.
No, what's cool though? Not even cool.
What?
But I think people have become media agents themselves, but just real life without a news outlet channel to talk about. Because it's all about the headline news that people regurgitate, repeat, and then they say it openly out loud, just in a comment or something. Because what really causes a crash? Honestly,
supply and demand.
There we go. So let's talk about that later on, not today.
Yeah.
And that's kind of your answer. I think right now we're in a decent spot. But to answer the question with Oregon realtors being oversaturated.
Or just in general, because I feel like she said Oregon, but I feel like that's something that everyone's thinking because there's tons of realtors everywhere.
Everywhere.
There's
Literally. And
so many.
I'm even seeing commercials now on the legal Zillow. You ever see that one? Legal. It's I don't want to advertise for it, but legal Zillow.
No.
It's
what?
Legal Zoom.
Oh,
that's what it is. Legal Zoom.
I don't really watch much commercials these days.
One of their big advertisements, a realtor.
Oh, really?
Coming out. Yeah, it's hilarious.
So for my answer to this question, hold on, I forgot what I was going to say. Let me reread it. What do you think about being oversaturated and the housing crash? Okay, so for one, about to answer the oversaturated part of it, what is it? 20% of the agents do 80% of the business. We know that. So if it's oversaturated, it doesn't matter because most of the people aren't doing like that much business anyway. There's still plenty of business for you. Yeah. And that's the beauty of it. You can choose, like, you don't have to be selling like a ton of houses a year. You just have to do what meet your goals. And that's it. Like, that's for us, like what I try to focus on. Like, there's obviously so many agents selling way more than us, but it's not my goal to be selling like 100 houses a year. Like, that's not my goal because I love the way we've structured our life and the freedom and how less we work. Like, I love it. So as long as you're meeting your goals, that's what matters. I kind of went off on a tangent there, but anyway,
that's good though.
Second part of it is about the crash. There's opportunity. Maybe I'm naive and young, but I believe there's opportunity in every market, and you just, I don't know. I don't think that's a reason not to get into the real estate industry because we don't know what's going to happen. And maybe you'll have to shift. I've shifted the way I used to get business. I don't know that it would really work right now because of how much things have changed. It would work for sell by owners, but not the way I was doing it, if that makes sense. I would have to market to FSBOs differently because of how long it was, and I won't get into it, but you just have to shift. Like, you always just change your business model, and that's okay.
Here's a reply. What? If you're scared of getting into real estate, you have a job right now, obviously. You're paying your rent, you're paying your mortgage, you're doing something. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, and you don't even need a job, but you want to do something, and one of your goals is becoming a real estate agent. Why not go out and catch it? Like, why not go out and go get it? Like, because in the end, it might just be my background, being in the sports, wrestling, one-on-one individual stuff, lots of hours alone. I'll tell you that much. Real estate has been one of the best opportunities I could ever chase in my life.
Yes.
And it's given me and my family so many more opportunities because it's never ending. We just talked about it, hours ago, actually, between Mariah and I. There's so many homes in this world, like in your neighborhood. Just become your real estate neighborhood expert. Let everybody in your neighborhood know you.
There's just so much opportunity. There's so many ways you can run your business. Like I talked about this in a previous one of our shows, but the way my business looks today is like a different career, a different life than it looked like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, because I do things differently. So
running around and didn't really know. And, now you figure
there's just so many ways to do it, and
create a system.
All the ways work. I believe it's just about what works best for you and what you like and what you're good at and what you're going to commit to.
Yep, it's unbelievable. But being oversaturated, it's on you though. I just want to tell you. I ask people. I'm like, what? You disagree with that?
No, I disagree with that. It's oversaturated.
Oh no, it's clearly oversaturated.
No. Okay, no. Sorry. Okay. Let me back up.
See, we have two different brains.
No. It is oversaturated. That's true.
Yes.
But that's not a reason not getting into the business because it's oversaturated. That's what I meant.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Cool.
Okay?
Cool.
That's what I meant.
You clarified? That's
yes.
beautiful.
Yes.
Because that's the big question. It's like, okay, you're new to the industry. What are you going to do about it? It's up to you to go get the clients. It's up to you to go get the contracts. It's up to you to make all those calls. It's up to you to get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Not anybody else.
Yeah.
You.
Okay. Next question. This question is from Hey, it's Dom. Hey, Dom. She says, hey, Mariah, what did you do? What did you say when someone asks you to reduce your commissions? Can you make a video on that? Well.
Wow, man. That's a tough one. Because I've come into, let me just say this. I've come into the reality of oversaturated market with realtors, just like that last question. Yeah. And when it comes to listing commissions, it's oversaturated because you're competing with so many other agents.
Especially if you go up towards, we're in the Salem market and we work generally anywhere within an hour of Salem. But if you go up towards the Portland market, it's oh my gosh, everyone is discounting so low that it's we can't even do that. We're not even allowed to do that, and I wouldn't do it. But
and that's another thing. Within our brokerage, we can only literally go so low because we have to give 2.5% to the buyer side, no matter what.
Which I respect.
My principal broker does not allow below 2.5% to be handed out to the buyer side. So if we were to take 4.5%, we're making 2. The buyer's side's making 2.5. And those numbers just don't align for our business, our structure, our marketing, our strategies, because we invest into our client, because we obviously understand return, right? We have more home sales than other agents. So we invest in the client so we have more return, more home sales, more profit, more money at the end of the year, right? GCI. I just quit the bowl though, and I took on Toyota's. Here in Toyota, there's Wilsonville Toyota. Gonna promote them. They have a saying, no bowl.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I just say I quit the bowl a while ago. I'm 5% for everybody. Maybe
Wait,
I just
you don't do 6% anymore?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know that.
Sorry.
I feel lied to.
I know.
What?
Because I understand though,
What?
like
At least you're okay. Let me just. Sorry. Can I say something?
Yeah.
We wouldn't go below that, correct? I think that a lot of times, if you're a new agent or whatever agent and you're tempted to go below that, I could see from like just coming from my perspective, thinking of if I were to do this, like putting myself in those shoes, if I were to say, I'm going to discount this listing, like say it's a for sale by owner, I'm going to win the listing by discounting to like 4.5% or, under that or whatever, it would probably become a routine. It would get very, very hard to start sticking up for your commission, 5% or more, or whatever that is for you, if you continue to go low. And then imagine, it doesn't seem like a lot when it's like one paycheck, but once you have a whole year of that, you are making quite a bit less money and you're going to have to work a lot more. And the whole goal is to make more and work less. Maybe that's not your goal, but that's my goal.
Of thousands of dollars less. And so that's why I'm saying, like, I mean, I might be incorrect doing what I'm doing. Mariah's doing what she's doing. Obviously, she's getting stuff at 6. But I understand. I just understand my clientele too, though.
Yeah.
And who I'm going up against and competing against. I don't have commission breath by any means. We have listings. We have sales. We have escrows. I'm not commission hungry. But I do understand this market, and the reason I just do no bowl is because it makes it so much easier, and then the client's just so comfortable with that, because the reason they're not listing and wanting to fight a listing, especially with for sale by owners in specifics, because we specialize in for sale by owners, is they're scared of giving away money. Yeah. They don't want to give away money. So it depends on who you're marketing to.
Whenever I work with like a family member or someone who's close to me, a family friend, whatever, I choose to lower my commission because I want to. Genuinely, I want to. So that also comes into play. It depends on what you're doing. But can you believe when I was new at my company, we were not allowed to go under 6%. Like that was actually a rule.
There's no way.
Yes, we had to go. It was 6% was the standard. It didn't last very long, but that was a rule for a while.
Unbelievable.
But I actually respect that because we have high standards. Yes. We're an excellent company.
That's one thing that's amazing about Berkshire.
It's pretty cool. But
the high standards of expectations.
Wouldn't fly these days, but.
Well, depends on who's in the office that day.
Yeah. Okay, so enough commission talk. Okay, this next question, it's kind of a long one. Bear with me, guys. My phone's cracked, like I said. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like laughing as she's reading it. It's hilarious.
I'm like squinting, trying to see through the cracks. Like it is shattered. So I'm new to the channel and a new realtor in New Orleans. I've seen a few videos about prospecting, FSBOs, and expired listings and was wondering where is the best place to get those. And now pitching to expired listings, how that differs from FSBOs. Also, I see you say that being listing heavy is the way to go, which in my limited time, I couldn't agree more. But I have heard a lot of people say that you have to have experience working with buyers before you start listing. Is that true? So I will answer the last sentence and you want to answer the rest because you're kind of more the expired FSBOs guy nowadays.
Yeah.
Can I answer that last sentence?
Yeah. So she's asking like where.
Okay. She asked where do you get them, and then she asks how is different marketing from FSBOs different from expireds?
Yeah, that's a great question.
But first, I just want to address the last sentence. She said, people are saying that you have to have experience working with buyers before working with listings. So when I first started out, my first year, my first probably like 5 years up until just the last few years, I was like almost exclusively listings. I hardly ever worked with buyers. And for me, it was easier because you don't have to have experience working with buyers first. It's all about the skill set you choose to develop. For me, when I first started working with buyers, I felt so uncomfortable, and it was actually way harder. I did not understand the process as well. Like, working with sellers was like the back of my hand, but I just had worked with so few buyers. And so I think but I'd chosen to dedicate my time to sellers. And nowadays I work with a lot more buyers, and he works with more sellers, and that could change. But for now, that's how we do things. And even though I still work with sellers sometimes, but the point I'm trying to make is what I did was I would listen to a lot of videos and watch people's listing presentations and all the things you need to learn to be a good listing agent. And so it really just depends on what you're choosing to learn and dedicate your time to getting the skills for. So that's a lie. Whoever is telling you that is a lie.
That's a great reply. Seriously. Yeah. That's awesome. And I just got an email, and the headline was reality check.
What? From who? What are you talking about?
It's my lender.
Oh.
So,
okay.
So here's the reality check.
Okay.
No, it just reminded me of what I was going to say.
You're checking your email while we're talking?
Well, of course.
So
I'm always on the clock.
These people.
So what I meant by reality check is it's up to you to know where to go. So here's going to be your answer, okay? Make it simple for yourself. For sale by owners, if a for sale by owner is sticking a sign in their yard, it's never going to get sold unless they're underbidded or undervalued, and just by a random drive-by. They're so stuck in 1970, 1980, 1990. It's unreal. They don't understand the sale process in 2022.
It's true.
So the reality check is most for sale by owners are going to be on Zillow, going to be on Redfin, going to be on Realtor.com. Okay, any free website that's available to them. Craigslist is another one that a lot of people forget about. So what I recommend is going to the two: Zillow, Craigslist. Search for sale by owners. If you do manufactured homes, do manufactured homes. If you do manufactured homes and residential homes only in a specific area, do a search through Zillow. Create a Zillow profile, searching only for sale by owners up to a certain price point that you're comfortable working in, and it automatically emails them to you when a new one comes for sale or all the previous ones that are for sale. But what I like to do is in the first of every month, I get in my notes and I write down every for sale by owner through Zillow. I copy paste the address. I copy paste the property owner phone number, and I call them. I text them. I video message them, and I email them.
Your video messaging lately has been like
fire,
pretty good.
Yeah, it's
like
been
literally. Sorry to cut you off. There's different apps. Like I've heard of other agents saying there's different apps they use to like video message. He does it just from his phone. He'll just do a quick video and then send it in a text specifically for that FSBO, and then do it for the next one. And like it's been.
Which I am getting signed up in a subscription though,
okay.
with video messaging specifically,
That's cool.
Because you'll find if you do too much video stuff and you don't delete it afterwards, it'll take up all your storage.
Yeah.
And
you have to erase every message because it's like in your storage.
And that's just a problem.
That's a lot of work. Yeah.
So find them on Zillow. Like I said, the first of every month, copy paste them. Sometimes there'll be 50. Sometimes there will be 20. You never know how many come up for sale by that month. But what I do know is this month in general, May, June, July, you're going to get more for sale by owners because of the season, the summer month, and they have this mindset that they can sell their home by themselves without you. Sometimes that's the case, sometimes it's not. But on average, these numbers changed. It used to be 28 days on market before listing with an agent. Now it's about 11 to 12. So as long as you follow up with them, and that's why I like doing the auto emails, getting a Zillow profile, it emails you that address, you can go to them right away. So you have given your name, your phone number, because you just texted them, said not something that just made it so aggressive they don't want to reply, but something that you're a resource and service to them for. Now, expired listings, I only do it one way. I look at the end of the month, and I get the list of the end of the month, usually from whatever MLS system you're on. Mm. I print out every listing page of the expired, and then I go to truepeople.com. It's truepeople.com. Literally, it's more work probably than I should be doing. There's probably resources.
But True People's free, right?
It's free. It's free. And so I'm talking to the new agent that just doesn't have money maybe to invest
Yeah.
to do a system. Because a lot of the systems too, though, they don't even give you accurate information.
Yeah, dude.
You know, so like
They don't.
and so that's something that's annoyed me in the past years is those systems don't have it. But I'll print off every expired listing and then I'll look them up. Literally, the name is on the listing of the owner, property owner, with the property address. Usually brings up their information, and I write it in my notes. And from there, I have a list. From that list, I call, text, email if I can, every number, and I get a reply. Yay, nay, never reply. And I'll do a little note, and I'll say follow up this date. If they said they want to sell by February of next year, I'll put in February of next year, and then I'll follow up with them then. So a lot of deals have come up with that, but it's up to you, though, to do that and have those organizations and systems in place and strictly just kind of memory, honestly, with their priorities in mind.
That's good. That's really good.
I just kind of gave you the full
good breakdown.
10-minute handbook.
Okay, so this video doesn't get too long. Our child is upstairs napping, so we have to finish this in a timely manner
Almost
today.
done.
So this last, we said we're going to do 5 questions. We have the last 2. I'm just going to read off now because they're kind of the same question, but 2 different scenarios. So maybe you find yourself in one of these. Let's just read through them both, and then we'll get to that. So first one is from, did I say who the last one was from?
No, you didn't.
Raul Moradol. Thank you, Raul. Okay, this next one was from RAU. That's just the name. Okay. It says, okay, thank you for being inspirational. I'm 18 and start real estate school tomorrow. This has been a long time dream of mine, and wow, I'm so nervous. I'm also a full-time college student working on getting my bachelor's in business.
Congrats.
I work for a broker. Is it hard to try and be a part-time agent? And then, okay, so we'll get to that in this second scenario. Hey, I've been watching your videos trying to figure out if real estate is for me. I would love to do real estate, but I want to finish college. Is this something you think can be done part-time? I would really only need to replace my current income, which is only like $15,000 a year since I'm not the main provider of income right now. I would probably have to keep my other part-time job for a while. So I was thinking of starting in the summer, and I could do both my current job part-time and real estate part-time, and eventually just do real estate part-time while going to college. Do you think this is possible? So 2 similar scenarios asking, and that was from Nicole Slutzman.
You know what I'd recommend? Get your real estate license, stay in college, keep going to college. You're only replacing $15,000. Go join a team nearby you, work under that team leader, do exactly what they tell you. If they tell you to bring you a coffee, bring them a coffee, because they will build and bring you lifetime experiences when you do get out of college. Maybe you'll hang your license at a cheap brokerage and never use it. Who knows? But maybe you just fall in love with real estate. I've talked to so many people that fall in love with real estate that have been high up in accounting, engineering, everything.
It's hard not to fall in love with it.
And they're like, man.
It's just hard not to.
But that's my recommendation. Go work under somebody, maybe for free, until you start making some sales under them. I guarantee you those sales will replace your $15,000.
Okay, my recommendation is you could go that route, find a team or someone you can work under, and maybe even a salary, or that type of thing, or hourly or whatever it is, a position to start learning real estate. And that might even look like being a buyer, unlicensed, like showing agent or a transaction court, whatever it is, like just getting your foot in the door, learning the industry. You could let them know up front, I only want to work part-time. And that's pretty easy to find. I feel like a lot of people only want to hire someone part-time. So that's something you could work for, either brokerage, other agent, or team doing that.
Keep going, sorry.
I was going to say, or the easiest way, in my opinion, to work part-time is, it might take a little bit of time to get there, but if your goal is to be like a part-time agent and have like a good flowing business, is to become an attraction-based real estate business through. There's so many ways to do that. You can look it up. Video is one way, but there's so many ways. And so that's my opinion. Yeah.
Speak more into your mic.
Sorry.
But she's directly on track. But what Mariah maybe has never shared to you guys is, before she was even a real estate agent, we're still in high school at this point. She's 16, 17 years old.
I'm nervous.
And she is working at a real estate company, inputting data through the MLS system, doing all the dirty work agents like ourselves don't want to do. And that's partly why I'm at Berkshire's, because I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And I pay a high desk fee for it and a commission.
And it's worth it.
She started out, guys, at that front desk or the back desk in the back far corner. Nobody ever saw her. Who knows? I never went to the office. But she inputted all the data.
Yes. And because it was obviously very part-time because I was in high school. But if you're in that position too, like those people who asked those questions were in college, that is a great idea to get a job like I was at the front desk at a small brokerage or any of the other suggestions we gave
salary
you where
and hourly.
You're getting paid hourly, but you get to learn about the business. And then once you are ready to like make that jump, it'll just be that much easier because when you start real estate, there is so much to learn, and that will help the learning curve so much. So yeah, I think that's it for today's video.
Yeah. To me, though, that'd make you more familiar with contracts and how things work within the MLS systems, inputs, and even CRM systems.
And just being around other agents, hearing how they talk and handle their clients and everything. It helps so much, the lingo. Okay,
this will be fun.
If you listen to this video all the way through, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, come back next week. We post new videos every week on here, and send us your questions. We'll see you guys next time.
Adios.